So, today I'm going to talk about Switched at Birth Season 2, Episode 11. It's the episode that most recently premiered, which was June 11th, I think. But since ABC Family likes to split seasons, it seems like it could be a new season. It's not, it's Season 2. Okay, so I promise I'm not texting. I just put notes on my phone because I need help remembering. So, basically, like, the big main storyline point of this episode is that Bay and Daphne need to get jobs. I guess that this is like John and Catherine's attempt to like teach them some kind of good work ethic, which is slightly too little too late, but okay. So pretty much all we get like in the very opening and the beginning and stuff is that John is trying to push Bay to get a job. She doesn't really want to get a job, and because why should you? Your family's rich, and they've given you stuff already, so it's like, oh, why should I work? That's just I understand why Bay did not want to go out to get a job, because I wouldn't do that either. But yeah, pretty much from that opening, what we saw is them at, I think it was the country club. Yeah, it was a country club, and Daphne's like kind of easing into that life that I guess Bay and Toby are more used to, and yeah. So I think that's kind of the deal. Oh, and they also kind of hint at the fact that Bay is still upset with Daphne about the whole thing with that guy. What was his name? That guy. Was it Noah? Nick? Noah? Nate? Noah? It was Noah, because that's the name that keeps popping up in my head. It was Noah. I don't know. So anyway, they're apparently still at some odds about that, which is just at this point to me kind of silly, because I'm like, you didn't date him that long, which is an interesting point that Toby also brings up, is the fact that they weren't together that long, and it definitely, I don't know, it's just like you dated him for like 2 days. I think she said it was 3 weeks, but still, like, I get that you liked him, but it's not a huge kind of deal. Like, he's not like some kind of great, wonderful guy. Day, like, you need to chill out. You need to calm down and stop being so hostile to your, like, I guess sister. Is she your sister? She's not her sister, but she is in a way. Is she your sister, Daphne? Stop being mean to her. Although, after seeing Daphne later on in this episode, I kind of want to punch her in the face. So, by all means, just hate her. So, in addition to, like, all that kind of changing and stuff, Regina is going back home and to see her kids. Regina we see her, like, in the rehabilitation clinic for a minute, and, like, I guess her doctor, maybe her sponsor, I'm not really sure who he is, but I'm assuming her doctor is like, you probably shouldn't leave right now, it's still kind of early. She's like, no, it's been too long, I need to get back home, I need to get to my kids and stuff, I'll be fine. And I'm just like, I'm watching this like, please don't have her mess up again, because she tried really hard, and I would hate for that to be like, her leaving too early. I would hate for that to be the reason why, she just has like a problem, because I really like Regina. Regina's a really nice person, and she's a whole lot better than John and Catherine. And I can't remember when this is mentioned, but sometime in passing, Angelo's like off trying to find his baby, which is something that we're gonna talk about that later. So Regina's back home, and everybody's kind of like, oh gosh, she's back. This is kind of crazy and stuff. Like, when she gets back, she realizes that like Daphne has not been staying in like their little house or anything. She like moved into the main house to stay with John and Catherine, and she was like, well, it was kind of hard because you weren't here, so she's like, oh, I understand, and yeah, but you kind of get the sense that like Daphne doesn't want to move back in with her mother. That's what you just kind of, that's sort of what's implied. There we go, that's the word. And Regina's just trying really hard to just get back on her feet and still keep a connection with her kids and everything, but she's also, trying to get her job and stuff. So she gets a job at, where'd she get a job at? At this interior design place or whatever, and that's pretty good that she got a job there, but she gets fired from it. That's what she got fired. Something about smelling the alcohol. I don't even remember all that much. She got fired, and because her boss was all like, "Oh, you were hungover when we got here, and so fire," and so that kind of sucks because she was finally trying and everything. Um, so this office, because now that John is the senator, which is terrible. This poor. Is he the senator or is he a mayor? He's the senator? What is he? Mayor? Since John is. What is he? Wait. Is he a senator? Or is he. He can't be a senator. That's too early. That's too early. He's not a senator. He must be like a mayor. Mayor. It's gotta be mayor. It's small scale. Regardless, he's head of office for this town or whatever. And this poor town getting stuck with John Kennish. In like a even more major way, which is terrible. So they and Daphne trying to work in this place is just terrible to even witness. You just don't want to watch it because you're like, this is so awkward. Since they pretty much hate each other right now. Well, they don't hate each other, but they're mad about a guy whose name I think starts with N. And she. So Babe comes in to the office and stuff, and Daphne's all like, no, well, John, somebody tells her what she needs to work on and stuff, and they're like, you could just work with Daphne on it, and she's like, oh, that's lovely, I'm so excited to work with her, that bitch, I hate her. But they're sitting down and stuff, trying to figure out how they're going to work stuff out. And Daphne's like, oh, we can just split it, and I can do a spreadsheet, and blah, blah, blah. And Babe's like, don't boss me around. And I'm like, can you guys not have a fight in the middle of the office? Like, just, I get that he's like the dad, but like, let's still be a little bit professional. Let's have some kind of professionalism along with this, even though you guys are like teenagers. It's just really, it's really stupid, to be honest. It's really dumb. And like, I don't know. I just think it's stupid. And then, like, at first it's like, it was like, babe, you're overreacting. Daphne's she's not trying to boss her out. She's trying to come up with, like, an idea for whatever it is you guys need to do. She was just kind of saying, oh, this is what we can do, and blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, maybe it's the way that she said it. Like, maybe she said it in a bossy tone, but I didn't really pick up on that at all. And this glare in my glasses is really starting to bother me. She didn't. I don't know. That was stupid. I don't understand why it's like everything that happens is like, let's just be angry at each other and just go at each other's throats. And it's just like, can we not do that? Can you not do that? Apparently not. And at some point, we have Bae, like she went to like get coffee or whatever for that since before. I can't remember what it was she was getting at the cafe. But like Daphne came down and she started talking. When Daphne talks, she's also signing. And so, when they're done, the guy behind it kind of like, that was really cool. Yeah, I'm going to learn that this month. And Daphne's like, you can't really learn how to do sign language in a month. It's a little difficult. And he's like, oh, watch me. And that's the last time we see of him, which is sad because, the last time we see of him in the episode, which is sad because he's really cute and he's British. He's a really cute British guy, which is just perfect for anyone who is in America. That's perfect. And so Daphne sends Bae off to do something else. I think it was pick up like some pastries or whatever. I can't fully remember. But she sent her off to like go do that, and Daphne said she'll take care of something else. Okay, fine, whatever. So along the way, Bae's having the worst luck today, and her car breaks down. Poor Bae. And she's like, oh gosh, this is ridiculous. I have to go and get things, but I can't get anything because I'm stuck here on the side of the road with my car, and there's nothing else for me to do. So she calls AAA, which, good. And she sees this sign for this place called Maui, Kansas, which, if I saw a sign like that, I would definitely wander in. Like, what is that? What is that? So she goes, and it's like this little, I guess it's a little amusement park. I don't know if they have rides. I haven't seen any rides. But, I guess so. You got, like, carnival games and stuff. So, Bae's like, okay, well, I may as well just walk around until, AAA gets here. Which, yeah, that makes sense. So she's walking around, and this guy like at the game booth like is trying to get people to come over and like play the game, and I don't know why it's doing that with the color, and yeah, so he like gets to play the game, and she walks over, and it's like one of those games where you have to like hit the little moving targets and stuff, and she's like doing terribly at it, which is probably how a lot of us would do. And then you just hear this voice behind her like telling her when to like shoot off the thing, and like when, and like how to aim and which ones. And so she's just like, okay, let me just listen. And she's hitting all the little targets and stuff, and she ends up winning the game, like winning some kind of prize. And she turns around, and it's Ty, who was telling her how to do all that stuff. Yay! It's really great to see Ty. If you, it makes me wonder though, because the way that they did it, it's like really great for us to see Ty. If we've been watching since like the beginning, because you literally had to have been watching the show from the beginning to know who Ty is, pretty much. I don't think they bring Ty. If they bring Ty back any other time, it's very brief. So I'm like, you'd have to have seen episode 1 through like 3 or 4 in order to know who he is. So I mean, it's really exciting for us when we haven't seen him in a while, but like for somebody who's kind of like new to the show, and maybe they decided that this was when they were gonna watch, they're probably just like, okay, like why is there a hashtag about him being back? Like why is that a big deal? I don't understand. And it's just, yeah,